Hi everybody, this is Cherie from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, and today in this video we're going to glue this truck together. It is from a file from Marjorie Ann Designs, and it's Franklin Sunflower Love is the file. I will show a quick picture of the completed file that I did in the video here momentarily. Okay, so we're going to glue the basket together first, just so we can kind of set that off to the side and get it out of the way. There are just 4 wood planks, slats to the little basket, which has a support backing. And you're just gonna line those up. And the first one is the one you want to get closest to the edge. That way the next ones you just slide right next to the side. I'm using Barely Art precision glue. You can get that at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. I put it in fine line applicators I got off of Amazon. And that just makes it a little easier for me to put my glue on if I want to run it straight across or hold it. It just allows me to control the amount of glue that comes out of the tip, and it's skinnier. I'm not a fan of the big chunky bottles, trying to squeeze glue out of them while holding them. And this is going to be the final wood slat. And then it has 2 pieces that go across it, like a little wood pot would to hold them together. I've inked all my pieces with Catherine Pooler ink. I no longer use chalk. I've been scrapbooking and paper piecing for 18 years now. So I've had plenty of years to learn what works for me and what doesn't. I'm just putting this together so everybody could see that paper piecing, it is timely, but the end result is rewarding. Next, I'm gonna do the sunflower that's gonna go in the pot. And that is the one, well, sunflower, no, the flower, I should say, that's gonna go in the pot, and it has the 4 pieces, I believe the daisy. And for this, I just push them as close together as I can, like this. And this piece here is what holds the flower together. And I'm just gonna glue the back. I work on a glass mat. That way I can wipe any excess glue off and clean up. It's a lot easier for me because I do a lot of paper piecings. I use a lot of glue and a lot of ink, and it just makes my life easier. I am using precision tip tweezers. I'm going to push this one up a little more. I'm going to put glue on the tip of the stem and attach the flower to it. And now we're going to put the leaf on the top of the stem. And next we'll do the little sunflowers in the middles. Okay, so what I did with these is I already glued the centers in except for 2 of them. I embossed them with an old Cuttlebug folder called Swiss Dots by Cricut. But if you don't have that embossing folder, the Swiss Dots paper in the color Mud Puddle works the same and probably a lot easier, there we go, than taking the time to emboss all of these. So for the centers, it's just like anything else. You're just going to glue it down like so. They don't have to be perfect because they're going to go behind the little wood gate in the bed of the truck. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take a sunflower And it's up to you if you want to glue the back of your little flower pot or the flower. I'm just going to do the flower to make sure that I get enough coverage for the back of the pot. And that way I don't end up getting glue all over everything else I touch. So the sunflower goes in like that. And then we're going to glue the stem. Actually, I'm going to put a little glue on the back of the top of the sunflower, so that way it sticks to the leaf as well. And I'll clean that up. I put too much with the tweezers. Oh, it's pretty easy to clean up. Okay. And it dries clear. So that's it for that. So we're going to set that aside. And now the truck. So I've inked the truck like I said. The first part that's going to go down is the back bumper. And I've put this together a few times. I made a couple mistakes, even on this one. I forgot about this piece going behind. And then we're going to lay the truck bed on. Let me move this. I'm actually going to glue the window first. I've inked the window as well. And just some glue there. And press it down. All right, so now while that dries a little, I'm going to set that there and I'm going to glue the bed down. Art glitter glue and Barely Art are my two favorite, but I've noticed I've been honing in on Barely Art a lot more. I think because it has a little bit of time before it dries down, unlike Art glitter glue. Art glitter glue is very unforgiving, and I say that in all my videos. It's just instant as soon, see, now because I use Barely Art, I can lift that up. I forgot about the tail. The tail light goes down as well first. The bumper and then the tail light. Don't make my mistake. But if I was using the Art glitter glue, I wouldn't have been able to move it. But because I'm using the Barely Art glue, it allowed me to lift that back up. Okay. Now comes the liner to the bed of the truck. We're just gonna run some glue along that. And I wipe off the excess off my pieces just on my hands by tapping it. That way it doesn't do like with the flower. We're just gonna turn it and push it down. Okay, so that's finished. Now we're gonna put the front end of the truck on. And all of my cardstock came from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. You can pick and choose your own colors. The pattern does give you the colors from the file, what they used, and you can either use those or make a variance of your own. And the front does not go on yet. That's why I didn't push it down. The light goes on. And I just want to make sure everything lines up before I put it down, just in case that happens. Okay, that's all done. So now is going to be the handle. And make sure you follow. I do post a lot of videos on the how-tos of paper piecing, and I do pick files. And you can follow 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop and also my Facebook page, Paper Pieces and Leftovers. I do have helpful tutorials on there as well. But they do go on 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop first, the videos. Now we're going to put the wheels down, the tires. And you just kind of get glue to cover it. press that down like so. Now the next one, and then we'll do the wheel well covers. Just making sure that it all lines up. Before the wheel well covers, we do need to put the fender. So we'll go ahead and place that down like so, and it's flush with all of it. And now the wheel well covers, which there's 2 of them. One for the front, one for the back. What I do though, before I glue it down, I make sure that it belongs to the front and that your tip lines up with the notch on the bottom there. You want to make sure that that notch is the right way and that it lines up, because the other side is rounded more, so it won't line up with the notch. All right, now the back one. And there's no notch for this one, it's just the front one. So if you don't get it correct, you can cut it off from the back. Just flip it over and snip it off. Nobody'll know. All right, now we're gonna do the little gray pieces on the inside of the tire. And that goes down like so. And now the middle of that one. That goes on top of there. And I tried to center it. I got it as close to the middle as possible. And now this one, which I got a little bit too much, so I'm gonna touch it to my hand. Just that way when I push it down, it doesn't gush everywhere. Okay, and now this one. We'll lay that down. The tweezers come in handy. Okay, now we're gonna glue on the little fence for the bed. And it's just a little glue on the bottom of here, not on the actual fence. And you just touch it down. Now, the flowers are going to be what holds it more securely. And for the flowers, I just started going here. That way, the flowers in the back can get glued down. And we'll start with this one here. And now we're going to glue on the flower and more of the wood in the bottom because we're building them up. And this doesn't dry super fast, so I can lay it down. Extra little layers of glue will not hurt. It'll actually help harden it as well, so it stays. I don't know why I'm holding it up. And then we're going to lay this guy down. And you can work it from the front if you'd like, by having it face up when you lay the flowers down. It's up to you how you'd like to do it, but this is just how I found the most easy for me. I'm going to put this one over on the end here. I just want to make sure I got enough glue. And then we will go ahead and glue back here for these guys, just like that. Now I'm going to wipe off the excess glue. Push everything down real good to make sure it stays. You only have to hold it for a moment. Now I'm going to flip it back over, and we're just going to put the little leaves on. And I see a spot that I had too much glue, so we'll wipe that off. It'll dry clear. I'm not too worried about it. And all I did for that was put some glue here, touch it down, put some glue here. I have another piece, I just have to flip him over. Let me get some of that off though. And then touch it down. And then the last one, same thing, just some glue here. And touch it down. And that's it, guys. You have completed the truck with me. And I hope this video helped. Please follow 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. You're more than welcome to follow me as well for more videos, paper pieces and leftovers on Facebook and YouTube as well. Have a good day, guys.